One credit card that you definitely need to have in your pocket today is the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card. This credit card has no annual fees, no joining fees, and it can give up to 5% of the cashback on Amazon website with no capping. Sounds too good to be true, right? But let's try to understand what are the terms and conditions, which categories give you the reward and which categories don't. So this is Mohit here from BTechie, and today we are going to do a credit card review. That's the another most common technology found in your pockets other than smartphones. So let's get started. To apply for the credit card, you can visit the Amazon website or the Amazon app and search for Amazon Pay ICICI credit card, and there it will show you the card details and the process to apply for it. But for many people it is not showing the option to apply now because it is just invite based for now. So that tells us this card is pretty hot and a lot of folks are applying for it. Application process, right from providing the phone number, your salary details, your address, your PAN number, your Aadhaar details, and then based on your credit score and other documentation and the bank's criteria, bank will decide whether it can provide you the credit card or not. Alright, so now say that you have received your credit card, what next? Okay, now let's talk about the cashback criteria and where it can provide you up to what percent of the cashback based on which category you fall. So there are two major categories: if you are a Prime user, if you're non-Prime user. So if you're a Prime user, then at least you have to pay 399 rupees to have the Prime account activated just for the shopping. Then you have more higher costly versions, that is the 799 rupees, where you get the shopping version and the Prime Video. Then you can go up to 1499 as well, which has everything: the shopping, the video, the audio, gaming, and everything. So take your call. Like if you just are using Amazon website just for the shopping purpose, then 399 should be good enough, and that would qualify the minimum fee, I would say, for this credit card if you want to take the complete advantage of this credit card. So for the Prime user, you get 5% cashback with no capping in all the shopping that you do on Amazon. But yes, there are certain restrictions. Like if you do bill payment and recharges, that will just give you 2% of cashback. And if you purchase any gift card or made any payment or towards ebooks, then that will only give you again 2%. But if you are actually doing booking of flights and hotels through Amazon Pay app as well, then you can still get 5% of the cashback in addition to the regular shopping that always gives you 5% cashback with no capping. The biggest deal of this credit card is like at this moment, like almost all the credit cards give you capping. Like for example, if you take the Flipkart Access credit card or the SBI co-branded credit card, same with the Flipkart, they give you up to 4,000 of cashback per quarter, and that's very less. Although the cashback percentage is very equivalent to this or even higher in some cases, like 7.5% on Myntra, but again 4,000 capping in one quarter is very less according to me. But Amazon Pay credit card has not done any kind of devaluation so far. There has been certain devaluations which I will talk next, but as of now, let's talk about its major areas where it is still beneficial and still provides a good value. So as I said, 5% cashback and all the shopping, 5% cashback on all the flights and hotel booking that you do on the Amazon website or the Amazon Pay app. Then anything related to gift card or ebooks, that will incur you 2% of the cashback, and all the utility payments that you will do or the recharges that you will do on the Amazon website, that will give you 2% of the cashback. But remember, if you do any utility payment outside the Amazon app, you will get no cashback, not even the 1%. So apart from this cashback, usually the Amazon Pay gives you 1% cashback, be it online or be it offline. But the exclusions, let me talk about the exclusions. So if you are going for fuel, then fuel will give you only 1% surcharge, whatever is that will be reverted back into your credit card, but no additional reward points will be provided. If you are doing any EMI payment, if you're buying any gold coins, if you're doing any rent payment, if you're doing any tax payments, if you're doing anything related to education payments, and if you're doing anything related to utilities and international on other than Amazon website. So utilities and international will give you 0 cashback if you're doing it on non-Amazon website or partners. But if you're doing it on Amazon website, then you can still get 1% cashback and for international and 2% cashback for the utilities. One devaluation I think that they have done is like this categories. Earlier, like Amazon Pay credit card used to give flat 1% cashback across all the categories, and almost there were very less exclusions, right? But right now the inclusion list has increased. But one positive thing which has happened is like they have reduced the forex charges, that is coming now from 3.5% to 1.99%. almost 2%. If you do shopping on Amazon website other than India, that is amazon.in, any other website that you do, US or outside India, basically, you can still order, but you will only get 1% cashback. The other charges that you have to pay, I'm not going to talk on that. I mean, definitely you will have to pay a lot higher in that case. But again, if you get a good pricing and you're able to get it delivered to your location, why not go ahead and do that? You will still get 1% cashback. If you're a non-prime user, then categories slightly change. Like you still get 2% on your bill payment, recharges on Amazon, or the gift card, or the purchases of ebooks. But for flights, hotels, and the regular shopping that you do on Amazon, you will just get 3% cashback. Your 1% cashback across all merchants still remains the same, be it prime user or be it non-prime user. And same goes for the international spends and the utilities. So international spend, if you do it on Amazon, then definitely you will still get 1%, but if you do it on other merchants, then you will not get any cashback. So according to me, if you need to make the most of this credit card, you need to at least pay 399 rupees. So that would, I would say, kind of associate as a annual fee of this card. Usually people market it as a zero joining fee and zero annual fee, but exactly that's not true. So it is still one of the best credit cards, I would say, in the market, but to get the full potential, you will need to pay 399 rupees to get the Amazon Prime membership for the shopping, at least, to get this 5% cashback. That is the maximum that you can get. All right, now based on the credit card usage, definitely credit card providers or the bank sometimes revises your credit limit, but I would always advise that, okay, keep your credit card usage to minimal. Like if you have like 1 lakh limit, going beyond 20-30% of usage can show a bad reflection on your CIBIL score. So I would not recommend to do that. So the best way would be like you can keep multiple credit cards, so that if you have a high usage of credit cards, you can use the other credit cards once you reach the 30% threshold. But again, the overall threshold is decided based on the overall credit value that you have. So they kind of sum up the overall credit limit of all the credit cards, and then they evaluate how much you have spent across all the credit cards to get that credit usage. So in many cases, like if you have more credit cards and you use one of the credit cards very heavily, still your credit score will not be impacted because your overall credit usage will be very low. But again, I would like to call out that if you're using your credit card very heavily and you're making transaction of more than 1 lakh per month, and that kind of crosses 10 lakh a year on any single credit card, you will definitely be under scrutiny from the tax and even from the bank, and a lot of your reward points could be put on hold. So please do not abuse your credit card usage. Do a very thoughtful usage of this card as and when where required. Don't restrict yourself to not use it, but do not overuse it. And also, I would not recommend to share your credit card with everyone. Like whenever there's a sale or something, a lot of the folks reach out to you, okay, can you share your credit card? I just need to use it one time. That is still fine. 1 or 2 times is still fine. But I feel like if you're sharing your credit card across your friends, your credit card usage will go very high, and that can bring you under scrutiny from the bank and the tax department. So use your credit card very wisely. As of now to conclude, I would say Amazon Pay ICICI credit card is providing you one of the most value right now. Definitely the cashback that you get will be provided to you at the end of the cycle of the month, and it will be only in the form of the Amazon Pay balance. So you cannot spend it directly like as in case of Flipkart Access card, which is kind of settled in your credit card statement. So it actually reduces your overall payable. But in Amazon Pay, it will be provided in your Amazon Pay wallet, and there you can use that amount to pay through different partners, or you can buy things on Amazon Pay, you can pay your bills, recharge with that Amazon Pay money, and like it has a lot of usage, although it is not restricting you from any usage. But again, I think the versatility which Flipkart Access card credit card gave was much better in terms of this card. But due to the devaluation of the credit card, I think this credit card has become really nice as of now in terms of the cashback, and it provides you really value for money. Yes, there is zero joining fees, but there is some annual fees that you have to pay to utilize this card to the maximum potential. Alright, so that's the credit card review from my end. If you have any questions, any clarifications that you need based on the criteria, the spend, and should you buy or not, definitely put that in the comment and I can reply to your comments. I try to answer almost all the comments, but if I'm not able to do that, I apologize in advance for that, but I definitely try to answer most of the queries as I can. So this is Mohit Tiwari from BTechie. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and share.